forward to chatting to you today. I was just mentioning how wonderful it is to see what you're doing in your work, building community, which is wonderful, supporting women. And it's been great being with you, behind you in this well, and growing it. And I'm really looking forward to sharing that with a lot of people as well, because it's such an interesting formula that you have. It's just so cool. Even when I hear you talking to others about it at events, people are like, wow, that's so interesting. So without further ado, do you want to share a little bit about yourself, about your business, about the community that you're growing?
So I'm Jenny, and my business is Love the Way You Live. So I suppose I've been in business for about 24 years. I think it's 25 years this year. And I've had a wide variety of work that I've done. And I suppose it started with an administration business that I had for about 17 years. And then I wanted to systemise that, and I had all these other ideas of things that I wanted to do outside of that business. So I systemised it after 2 years and was able to then go on to other fun things that I like to do. So one of those was starting one of the first buyers agencies on the Central Coast, which I did for a while, and then went into sales as well. And then did that for about 8 years, and then decided to go into the professional organising and decluttering space. So I did that for about 6 years. And then in between that, I was doing some more study, which was in the Feng Shui space of doing a practitioner's course on doing energy and colour for women especially. And then it sort of progressed, and then COVID hit. So that wasn't a fun time. So we basically had to put all of our staff at home, set them up from home. And then for a couple of years, after that, I think they didn't want to go back to the office that we had at North Gosford on the Central Coast. So we decided that, okay, everyone's going to work from home. And then, so I thought, well, I can't get into people's cupboards anymore. Mm-hmm. And so I had to, I thought, what am I going to do now? So I thought, well, I might as well study again. And did a menopause fitness. I love fitness, so I went into that menopause space because I was going through perimenopause and then postmenopause now. But I thought I could help women in that space as well, because I understood what that was like going through. Then I did my health and wellness coaching certification as well. So that's sort of where I'm at now in my business, is that health and wellness space, with a little bit of a tweak.
And I love that you shared that story and what you went through as well, because that, for me, when we had our first conversation in terms of helping you with your strategy and listening to you in terms of where you've been and your business and, you know, all these lovely little intricacies of decluttering, of Feng Shui, of colour. I'm wearing my red. You'd like to see
Yes,
this?
I know.
Yeah, because you recommended that was my colour, right?
Yes, yes.
But, you know, and the colour and the health and the well-being and the fact that your previous experience, what you've been through, perimenopause or what have you. And as I said to you, it wasn't just you being a health coach coming into the world. It was also bringing all these other elements that's so interesting with the Feng Shui, with the colour, with the health and what you've been through and the fitness. And it's all of your experience that makes you, Jenny, in terms of you leading community and coaching, which a lot of women are looking for. They're looking for that spark, aren't they? And someone to guide them. So I love that you shared that, because that's what we've really brought to the light in terms of your brand and your community and these creative events that you are putting out into the world. And you've just had one of your events with a lovely bunch of women with breath work and your colour and your Feng Shui and your health and wellbeing. And how did that go? How did you find, I mean, we haven't even caught up yet about that, but how did you find that was received from the women?
Yeah, no, it was good, because it was the first one I'd run in Newcastle. So I wasn't sure how it was going to go. But they were very responsive and got some interesting feedback, which was good. And obviously that helps for the next one on how, with seating and everything, how we will do it. But it was really, it was good. And I tried to make it quite relaxed and more interactive with people, not just, teaching and telling. It was more about trying to get the women to talk together. So that worked really well. Really, really fun.
And in terms of that connection and what you feel in terms of being an online business versus now being in person and having women physically there sharing from the heart and you providing that wisdom and your guidance, how do you find that energy difference, like to be there and for them to experience it as well?
It's pretty fun. It's a lot of fun.
And who doesn't need more fun in their life,
That's
right?
right. Yes, and I also so I had a lady who I did a raffle, like a lucky door prize, and did up a really nice hamper. And I had a lady that I connected through Facebook who liked one of my posts that I was putting about the event for Utopian Tea. So I got everyone to be able to try sample those at the end, and we had some chocolates and things. So that was really nice. But everyone was very open. So that was really good, sort of with those questions that I asked to try and bring ladies together. There were a few tears a little bit, and which was good because that brought out some of what women are feeling. So I talked a lot about that isolation for women and how I was feeling, I was feeling in my work, working from home. And trying to bring women together face to face. So that was really good.
Yeah, it's great. We need that connection, you know, and it would have felt good, I'm sure, for you in bringing all of your gifts to light in these different elements of what you bring for women and helping them with energy, which is what we've really worked on in your brand, is everything that you do as a coach and as a leader is bringing more energy to women.
Yes.
Whether it's through colour, whether it's through their home, whether it's through their health and their well-being, like it's all about energy, which is wonderful. You know, that what you're bringing to this world is fantastic, and kudos to you, love, for that. And I know that you're going to be running these events, not just in Newcastle and the Central Coast. You've just begun, so make sure that you follow Jenny because she's such a bright light to be around and really genuine in terms of what she's been through as well. And people are looking for that. In terms of working with me, there's lots of people that are also, you know, looking for community. They're looking to work with someone to guide them in terms of being an entrepreneur and, you know, growing their brand. How have you found working with me, in your words? What comes through for you and the community with Reach?
Yeah, it's fantastic. A lot of fun. There's been absolutely no pressure. You know, I've loved the accountability with you. And helping me gain that clarity. I think initially when I was a bit sort of frustrated about my focus because I think I mentioned with the health and wellness coaching, it was like, okay, so what sort of coach am I?
But it's general, isn't it? It's like, that's it. It's so general.
Yeah, so that was really helpful. And just helping me get out of my own way, I think. Definitely, because I'd sort of got myself into a bit of a rut and had always been able to create things from nothing, but I was, for some reason, just really, really stuck with this one. And the marketing side is, fantastic. Plug and play, and I can just, so much easier. And you also help me not to overthink everything and go off in a tangent, as I do. Get all these
so many do.
Ideas. Yeah. So, definitely that accountability has been great. And the community, fantastic. Like, it's, I love connecting with other women and collaborating. So I'm always out having coffee, reaching out to the girls, or I'll do a online Zoom with them. I do Let's Talks, starting those this month. So that's fun as well. And so it's been a lot of fun, and actually having lunch with one of them today. So
fantastic. Well, isn't it your first Reach event? Because we've been working together 3 months now. We're going to continue working together, which is fabulous. But when we first met at one of the events as well, and you joined Reach, and as part of Reach, we have a buddy system as well. So you get me in the business, you get the events, the online sessions, but you also get an accountability buddy. And it was interesting because the person I buddied you up with, it was like I intuitively knew. You met her at the event. And then you said you didn't stop talking. You were out in the car park still after the event talking. And then I put you guys together and you've become great friends. And it's just wonderful to see that at the event. And I think that's it, you know, in business. And this is why I created the community myself, is we want to be around that energy and people that are on the same journey as us, that are supportive of us, that are uplifting. Like, how important do you feel that is in terms of entrepreneurship and what you're doing?
Oh, huge. It's it's because I mean I've been to a lot of networking events over the years in business, but they're not like this. Yeah, they're nothing like that. And there's no pressure. It's just very organic. And yeah, I think it's just amazing for entrepreneurs to come and connect with others and come along
Yeah.
because there's no pressure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love that. I love that. And
yeah,
like you say, it's about having fun. It should feel relaxed. It should feel easeful.
yeah,
It should feel good,
mm,
about this creative journey and what you're doing and
yeah,
having these types of genuine conversations and being really real with people. That's what I was, my intention is for people to not feel like they're wearing masks and
yeah,
pretending in this sort of take energy and here's my business card, I'll take yours.
mm,
It's relaxed. It's the genuine connection, which I love. So thank you for articulating that. And I'm really excited about your community. I think what you bring for women and that transformation for them to feel good and have energy is just wonderful. So keep shining bright, Jenny. You're a wonderful light and
thank you.
a joy to have in the community, and willing to help people. And I think that's just a wonderful trait.